Hello everybody. Welcome to today's session on 21st century skill sets in curriculum. This is Ruchi and I'm glad to be here. Today you would be able to learn about different ways to integrate 21st century skill sets into the curriculum. We will be sharing ways to create specific learning outcomes of the 21st century skill sets in learners. We will also be taking in brief on the process of mapping and integrating 21st century skills into curricular, co-curricular and extracurricular courses in and outside the classrooms. Let's ponder on the below questions. In today's scenario, what skills do you think can help students become successful learners? Do you think 21st century skill sets are important to help them become successful in life? Let me paint you a little picture. It is summer of 2020 and you are a primary school science teacher. Suddenly, a pandemic hits you and you are asked to redesign yearly lesson plans used to teach in offline sessions to remote learning activities. A concept you never imagined would be possible. You have an entire year of syllabus to complete, so what do? You have to be creative, a problem solver, a critical thinker, and an effective communicator. You need to adapt to the new system and move on to implement the curriculum. It's not only you, your students need to also be aligned with these 21st century skill sets. While mastery of the 3 R's, reading, writing, and arithmetic, and proficiency of basic academic disciplines may have been the measure of achievement in the past, the era of the 21st century requires a whole different approach. Learners must think critically, communicate effectively, collaborate with diverse peers, solve complex problems, and adopt a global mindset. They must also engage with information and communication technologies in order to participate effectively in the increasingly complex societies and globalized economy. Hence, it is necessary to make sure that the 21st century skill sets are included into the curricular, co-curricular, and extracurricular courses, ideally from the beginning of the early years. Schools must move beyond rote learning to lay the foundation for applying 21st century skill sets in students. You might ask, how will it be possible to do so when there are loads of syllabus to be covered? The solution is to restructure the curriculum by designing specific learning outcomes which would help develop 21st century skill sets in learners. Let us understand how we could design these learning outcomes. In order to succeed in work and life in the 21st century, the learners should master knowledge, skills, abilities which are characterized as 21st century student learning outcomes. Just to give a few examples, some of the broad outcomes of the 21st century skill sets which need to be refined in learners are: under critical thinking. Learners should be able to apply suitable logic to the situation, demonstrate persistence while working with challenging problems they encounter, come up with novel answers to a variety of unfamiliar problems, analyze and evaluate different viewpoints and ideas, use inductive and deductive reasoning according to a situation. Under creativity and innovation, learners should be able to create, implement and share new ideas with other learners, be receptive to differences and open to new ideas, view failure as an opportunity to learn and grow, use innovative ideas to create a product. Under collaboration, learners should be able to work in partnership with other learners, collaborate successfully and respectfully in a team environment, be adaptive in order to achieve a common aim, assume joint responsibility for collaborative effort and encourage each team member to make contributions. Under communication, learners should be able to use effective oral, written and non-verbal communication in a variety of forms as well as in diverse social, cultural and linguistic contexts. Use communication for a variety of objectives and activities. Listen effectively to infer meaning. use a variety of channels and technology, and be aware of their efficacy. These are just a few key outcomes which could be designed in order to achieve the 21st century skill sets in learners through core subjects, co-curricular and extracurricular activities. Moving ahead, let's find out the process of mapping and integrating 21st century skill sets into curricular courses. Educators need to design learning experiences that develop 21st century skill sets through core academic subjects like mathematics, science, English, social sciences, etc. Without a deep understanding of these core subjects, there is no foundation upon which 21st century skill sets such as collaboration, critical thinking, communication, and creativity can be built. Not only this, but teachers also need resources to help them deliver the curriculum. They will require frameworks for teaching and assessing the wide range of competencies connected with 21st century skill sets. Learners should be engaged with regular opportunities to practice the skills in the classroom, including cross-disciplinary collaboration. This advocates for the inclusion of 21st century skill sets in schools so that learners can progress in basic academic subjects. Let me share an anecdote with you. A teacher teaching English language to grade 4 students gave an assignment to make a video on All About Me. The students had to make a 3 to 5 minute video introducing themselves. It could include talking about their hobbies, favorite sports, places they traveled, and about their friends. They had to work in groups to make the video. After the video was created, each student was assigned a partner for the assignment. They were assigned to watch each other's videos and were asked 4 to 5 relevant questions. Do you think the teacher was successful in developing 21st century skill sets in learners through this English language assignment? Absolutely. The learners worked with each other in groups and shared their ideas, so it helped them to collaborate. The students learned new vocabulary and improved their pronunciation through conversation. They upgraded their language skills through use of digital technologies. This helped them to learn to use different digital devices. They had to come up with creative ideas to make the video interesting. Similarly, 21st century skill sets can be integrated into other subjects like mathematics, science, and social sciences, etc. It is up to the teacher to design the curriculum and implement it to develop the 21st century skill sets in learners in or outside the classroom. Not just that, 21st century skill sets can be developed through co-curricular and extracurricular activities too. Some examples of co-curricular activities are student councils, seminars and workshops, competitions, debates, talent shows, school newspapers, math clubs, etc. Some examples of extracurricular activities are athletics, sports, arts, societies and clubs that provide a medium to deal with subjects and culture. Co-curricular and extracurricular activities enhance students' learning experiences by assisting them in identifying and developing their inner talents such as creative and public speaking abilities, leadership traits, dance, drama, visual arts, and so on. These activities provide learners with the opportunity to think in diverse ways and come up with their own creative ideas. They provide the learners with a richer learning experience by allowing them to think of new ways to solve a problem or answer a question. It helps learners in enhancing abilities such as critical thinking, problem solving, social collaboration, and communication skills. Thus, now we know that these 21st century skill sets are more crucial to learners than ever before. They not only create a foundation for successful classroom learning, but they also ensure that learners can succeed in a world where change is constant and learning never stops. To conclude, in today's session, we have covered ways to create specific learning outcomes of the 21st century skill sets in learners and the process of mapping and integrating 21st century skills into curricular, co-curricular, and extracurricular courses in and outside the classrooms.